Details about the PlayStation 5 have come thick and fast this week, and there's so much good stuff that we learn, like upcoming launch games, price, and a release date, but this pre-order chaos has caused huge issues for hopeful day one adopters. So let's get stuck into it. Welcome back to Direct Gaming. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you new subscribers. You're seriously just making my week with your support and great discussions on my recent video. It's your support and the support of every single one of you who's been here from day one up until now keeps me pumped to bring you more and more content leading up to the next gen consoles. So I thank you all so much. But if you're finding this video right now, I'd love for you to hit like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single thing from the channel. Alright, enough of all of that, let's get into the video. So the PlayStation 5 showcase has come and gone, and to be honest, it was a massive hit. It was a really great show. The production value, like all of PlayStation's shows this year, was really great. They showed some awesome games. They revealed Final Fantasy 16, which is kind of going into a more medieval look. It seems to have some really great action style combat similar to Final Fantasy 7. It was revealed to be console exclusive at launch, also coming to PC. You would assume it's probably going to be a year of exclusivity like Final Fantasy 7 Remake. So that's going to be an exciting game for people to pick up. They've also said that it may be a while away still. So more information is going to come in 2021. We got a gameplay demo of Demon's Souls, which looks fantastic. Bluepoint looks like they're doing an incredible job of remaking this classic PS3 game. So people are really excited about that. We even saw gameplay for Spider-Man Miles Morales, which also looks really good. Both of these games are coming day and date with the PS5. So these are two launch titles that are really quite impressive. Sony first-party studios are working on them, so that's great news for PlayStation players. Weirdly, there was some confusion around the Demon's Souls trailer, which was posted on YouTube with an end card that said coming to other consoles and PC at a later date. PlayStation then said that was due to human error and that was actually a mistake, and it's not coming to any other platforms. So super confusing straight off the bat, but we'll get into more of that in a bit. We also saw a massive surprise reveal for Hogwarts Legacy from Warner Brothers, which was the game that got leaked like 2, maybe even 3 years ago. Every little shred of information about that got pulled from the internet and lots of DMCA takedowns and stuff. So we know that's finally coming out. It's also coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Series X consoles. So the whole slew of previous and next generation's consoles. And I think also PC. It looks really cool for fans of the Harry Potter series. We also saw an amazing gameplay trailer for Deathloop from Arcane Leon. Now this game is pretty much the game that's going to sell me a PlayStation 5 next year when it does come out. Arcane are a great developer, and Dishonored is just one of the most incredible new IPs of the last kind of 10 years. Let me know if you're excited for this game, because I definitely am. It looks like a lot of fun. It's got some really cool kind of bosses that you have to take out, and you're trying to fight your way to end this loop. And it seems to be still having that co-op element, but they really haven't gone into any details about that. So we will see. Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition was announced as well, which is also coming to Xbox Series S and X. Unfortunately, no smart delivery or free upgrade option, which is a little bit disappointing, but I guess it does have a lot of extra content. It seems like it's a pretty beefy upgrade, and it does have Virgil as another playable character as well. So that should be interesting to see. It was a massive hit when it released, so people will probably enjoy playing through it again or for the first time. The PlayStation Plus collection got announced as well, which features Bloodborne, God of War, Last of Us Remastered, Battlefield 1, Fallout 4, Days Gone, Uncharted 4, and a bunch of other games that were big hits on the PlayStation 4. It's going to be available to PS5 buyers who are subscribed to PS Plus, and I think this is a really good deal for those coming into the PlayStation 5 not having played these games on the previous console, new players that have maybe been with Xbox or just didn't buy a PS4. It gives us a little bit of insight as well into the backwards compatibility of the console. but only to a very small degree. Sony have still not talked about backwards compatibility. They've still not gone into what games are going to be available. I assume that information is going to come soon, but we know at least these games are playable on the PS5. Pretty exciting. We also got a little teaser at the end, which was very, very exciting for God of War Ragnarok, which we're going to assume is the title now, coming in 2021 as well. So very exciting to know that there is a sequel to one of the greatest games of this generation, if not one of the greatest games of all time, coming to PS5, presumably just PS5. Weirdly, a couple of missing things from the event was Godfall, which is announced to be a launch title coming on November 12th along with the console. They didn't talk about it here at all, and I know they've shown it a lot already, but it seems super strange they didn't say this is coming at launch. They also, because of the way they structured this event and they showed the prices and the release dates right at the end, they didn't say Spider-Man or Demon's Souls was the launch title either. A bit of a confusing one. Later on the PlayStation blog, after the show, we got confirmation that Miles Morales and even surprisingly Horizon Forbidden West are both coming to PS4 as well, which again, I can't stress this enough, this is a good thing. People have been complaining and bitching about Xbox doing this and supporting previous gen consoles for a year or two after launch with their first party titles, and now it seems that Sony are doing the same thing. You know, there's 100 million plus users on the PS4, and if they can make more sales of these games without having to scale back the design of these titles, then why not? Let people play these on the console they want to play on. It was kind of amusing though from an Xbox standpoint that they kind of changed their tone, and they've even said they're going to be supporting the PS4 for 3 to 4 years. So whatever that means, I'm not sure, but it's a kind of a 180 with, I think it was Jim Ryan coming out to say, you know, not everyone's going to be ready to upgrade straight away, so they're going to be releasing some games on PS4 as well. Great for players. I do not think there should be this hubbub about games being held back by the previous generation. These game developers are amazing at what they do, especially first parties with the resources that they have. I think it's a great thing for gamers. It's a positive thing, and I think we should be happy about it. You're still getting on PlayStation 5 some true exclusive. You've got Demon's Souls, that's not coming to PS4. You've got Ratchet & Clank, that's not coming to PS4. That's clearly utilizing the technology in a way that can't be done on the current gen platforms. But if you want a full rundown of all the games and my thoughts, as well as my good friend and co-host Kat Gerritsen, check out the latest episode of Controllers and Coffee that went up just a couple of days ago. We go into a full hour of discussion about these consoles and about the prices and everything like that. Speaking of prices, we got confirmation of the prices for the consoles. So you're looking at the standard edition with a disc drive for $499 and you got the digital edition for $399. I think this is really standard price that we kind of expected. $399 is going to be a great entry point for people. Digital sales are obviously going to make more money for Sony. I think a lot of people, myself included, want that disc drive so you can, you know, even just have a collection of games for one thing, but so in 2 years' time I can pop in God of War 2018 and not have to buy it again and play that game again, because it's not like it's going to age terribly, that's for sure. However, so many problems have occurred since the announcement of all of this stuff, since the showcase. Massive pre-order issues have gone down. Jeff Keighley tweeted out after the show that pre-orders will go live as early as tomorrow, and then corrected himself saying it may be on the same day, and then retailers just kind of opened the floodgates early. It seems there was no communication from PlayStation official channels that this was even happening. People in Europe were asleep at this point, as far as I'm aware, and it was 8 a.m. in Australia, and just chaos ensued. Some people couldn't get their pre-orders in, websites crashed or just failed to load. There were people putting in a shopping cart in, I think it was Walmart or GameStop or something like that, and then it would just disappear and the cart wouldn't load, and it's just absolute madness. I don't know what Sony were thinking, not giving players a date for pre-orders to go live, or even saying it in the showcase that pre-orders will go live on this time. It's an absolute mess. We're even seeing eBay sellers scalping pre-orders for double the price. In Japan, Amazon sellers have come under fire thanks to listings that were 10 times the value of the PS5. They offered no cancellation or a cancellation fee equal to the console's value. I want to thank Gustavo in the comments from the last video who sent me this link. I've translated it through Google Translate, so it might be a bit rough, but it's kind of saying that PlayStation 5 is on sale at Amazon at a high price of about 10 times the list price. Some accounts claim it cannot be cancelled. Multiple accounts have appeared that sell the PS5 of a price of 500,000 yen and saying, please note that this item cannot be cancelled or returned, or cancellation is not possible. If you cancel, you'll be charged a nuisance fee of 50,000 yen, which is the value of the console, which is just ridiculous. Someone made a reservation thinking it was going to be the normal price, and it was actually 350,000 yen, and they were unable to get their money back. And it's just seems like an absolute debacle. It's really unfortunate that this has gone down. I think PlayStation had it in the bag. Obviously, people are excited about this console. Obviously, pre-orders were going to be busy anyway, but the way it went down is just an absolute mess, and it's unfortunate, right? There has to be more consoles coming, but I just cannot understand why this was such a mess. Why Sony months ago on Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest literally saying, we won't surprise you, we won't do it with a minute's notice, we'll make sure you know. And literally they came out and did it with a minute's notice. No one even knew what was going on. So it's a hell of a mess. People are frustrated, understandably. They want a console. There's places in Australia who are taking minimal pre-order amounts but not guaranteeing anything. I think even Amazon isn't guaranteeing stuff. So it's a huge mess. Let me know in the comments below if you've managed to get a pre-order. My question is, will they be available at Christmas time? Because if not, and as long as Xbox have enough stock to fill their own shelves, the Series S in particular will be a super popular option for parents wanting to pick up a console from retailers. You know, without the $399 PlayStation there, or without the $499 PlayStation there on the shelf, people are going to look at Xbox and say, well, I can get one of them for my kid, or I can get one of them for me off the shelf, and they're going to sell a lot more consoles potentially than they were going to. So it's a bit of a confusing one. Xbox's Twitter account even threw some shade at Sony with their tweet saying that the console will be launching in 36 countries altogether on November 10th, whereas PlayStation is releasing in certain regions across 2 different dates. And they'll make sure people know when they can start pre-orders on the 22nd of September. So only a couple of days away now. They've even come out and said that the exact time a bunch of different regions will have their pre-orders open. So hopefully that all goes a bit more smoothly for Microsoft and people wanting to get their pre-orders in for the Series S and Series X. I hope more people can get their pre-orders in. Time will tell. Hopefully they can add some more stock to these retailers and some more allocation. It'll be interesting to see how many consoles have been allocated and how many consoles have been pre-ordered. It's a tricky one. But what are your thoughts? Like I said, did you manage to get a pre-order in? Are you still trying? Are you still refreshing the page over and over? And what launch games are you most excited about? Drop all your thoughts in the comments below. Like I said at the start of the video, if you like what I do here, I would love it for you to like and subscribe. It means the world to me to have this engagement in the comments, and let's talk video games. Let's get excited for next gen. I am mostly an Xbox focused channel, yes, but I don't like buying into all the console war crap. So let's chat about video games, and until next time, peace.